So I experienced that this road was pretty slippery the hard way, so this is just one big layer of ice and I just slipped. Wow, what a morning. I don't even know what to say. Even if I don't get a single picture today, then I'm already happy. It's beautiful snowy conditions. And I actually didn't expect this at all. So I talk about how I choose my locations a lot. And in this case, yesterday we had a lot of snow, but the temperature was about 2 or 3 degrees, so everything melted immediately when it got on the ground. And I just figured that this area, it's not a mountain or a hill, it's just a little bit higher than at my home. It's maybe 50, 60 meters higher. Okay, maybe 100. No, I don't think so, but I thought maybe the temperature is a little bit lower there, and the snow can keep laying on the ground. I look at this, and I think nobody expected it because I'm the only one here. It's just absolutely amazing, and we're having an open sky with a little bit of clouds in it, so might be some beautiful light conditions later. But look at all those trees. And I deliberately decided to walk past this road and not go down there, because if I went down, then I would have looked at the wrong side of the trees. All the snow is all the snow sticks to this side of the tree. That's the right way to say it. But this is great. This is great. I'm gonna have some fun today. That's for sure. So I did put up the hat. It's a lot colder than I thought it was going to be, but I just walked past this road and noticed this S-curve road behind me with some snow-covered trees on the side. It's just a very simple shot, but at least I already got one shot, so I'm really happy. But I'm going to look at those trees here, and I'm going to find a beautiful tree with those snow sticking on the side of it. And this might be an epic morning, so let's cross our fingers. I found this nice composition here. You can see there are those 2 trees here with snow on the side of it, and there's this trunk on the ground here that's leading towards this tree, and then in the back you have this beautiful golden pink sunrise, sorry. But it's amazing. But I'm looking for a little bit of a different tree, one with a lot of branches covered in snow. So I'm just walking along this road, because when I drove over here I noticed the one on the side of the road, and I'm actually looking for that one. And there's also a big oak tree over there, but I'm looking at the wrong side, so I might be able to walk around that one. But this is great. This is great. What a morning. So I followed this road and I finally got to the part where I drove past in my car. You can see that there are these gnarly old trees all covered with snow over here. And I'm just going to try to find a nice composition with some branches. I took a couple of shots here down the road just when the sun got over the horizon. There was a nice tree covered in snow again. Actually, if you imagine that, it only started snowing yesterday in the afternoon. If you can see how many tracks of animals. There are a lot of wild horses here and these big bulls, a lot of deers. You can see all those tracks, and normally you don't see them that often, but now you can see how many there are. So it's a great spot. I like this tree over here. It's a bit difficult to compose, but might be nice. I decided to take this road, and I've never walked on this road before, so I'm actually quite curious how this is looking. But the trees over here, they are amazing. All this snow that's covered on it. So I found two nice shots over here. First is this tree that's about here, and it's beautifully covered. You can see all those branches covered in snow, and the light is just coming through and hitting all these branches from the back. So the nice thing about it is there's a big bush behind it, so it looks like a dark background, and then you can see all these lit up branches in the front of it. So I'm not taking the whole tree, I'm just taking a section. So I've got the I don't know how to say it, but the big part that's coming from the ground, then all these branches to the side, and I think this really works. And then my eye caught another beautiful scene that's actually behind me here. So I'm walking on this path here, and a little bit further away the path turns into this S-curve, and the left side of the road is completely lit up by the sun, and the right side is in the shade. So I'm taking a portrait shot here with my telephoto of this path running into the background, and then this left side lit up, right side shadow. Just an amazing shot, I think. So I'm taking them all handheld. There's plenty of light with these snow conditions, so there's no need for the tripod here. And amazing. So I found a couple of nice images right next to this spot. As you can see, right behind me here there's a little bush that's being backlit. And yeah, there's this beautiful side behind. It's a little bit of an abstract shot with all those shapes and then this lit up bush in the front of it. And then there's this thing over here. You can see this one branch covered in snow and it's sticking out of the ground, but this is lit up and everything around it is in the shade. So I'm trying to position it that those branches are in this path of snow running to the background, so you have a little bit of a frame around it. I don't know if it's going to work, but I just noticed that this was being lit up and nothing else was. So that's what I'm looking for on days like this. Just I'm always letting the sun lead my way, so yeah, I go where the light is. That's the right thing to say, I guess. So that's what I try to do in most cases. There might be a shot of both of these things in. So this stick in the foreground, this bush in the background. So yeah, this might be nice. So I'm going to try that also, and then I'm going to continue, and I'm just hoping for a nice clear view into this forest here. That would be really nice. So that's one of the reasons why I chose this area. You've got this open heather with trees in it, and you have this beautiful old forest area here. And yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. One of those gnarly branched trees in the middle of the forest. That would be a cracker shot. That would be a cracker. So something just happened. I was trying to shoot one of these trees here, one of those bushes that's standing in the light, and a car just stopped on the road, and this guy got out, walked towards me, and when he was standing next to me, he pointed to me that there was a large group of deer running in the background here. So I got a couple of shots and I thought, oh, thanks man, really happy with that. But then this guy started running in that direction, and I just noticed that the animals were going back to the road. And what's actually happening is that there are two cars that are trying to block the animals from walking in that direction. So they are trying to force the animals to walk over here, but he's walking over here, so they are working together. And I don't think that that's the way to handle wildlife, especially in those conditions where it's pretty hard for them to find food. You just don't do that. At least that's my opinion. So you see, I was lucky; they just walked towards me and then continued on. But that's not the way to handle wildlife. So I found a shot over here that I'm really happy with. I put the tripod on to finalize the composition. I always like to do that when I'm trying to fine-tune something. And yeah, it's just a beautiful scene of this S-curved path. And there's this beautiful old tree with this snowed branches on them. Some snow on the sides. I put the sun behind one of the branches, and what that did is that it created patches of light in the foreground. So you've got dark shadows, lit up parts, and there's a couple of things that you always have to look for when you're shooting in snowy conditions. First of all, don't overexpose your images because the snow gets blown out very quickly. Shoot in RAW mode because somehow snow and cameras, the white balance, it always a little bit difficult for the camera to handle. So if you shoot in RAW, you can always adjust it when you get back home. And the last thing is, watch where your feet are. I've ruined a lot of shots walking and then thinking, oh, that's a nice shot, and then I'm shooting my own footsteps. So look at the scene, is there a shot here? Look around it and don't walk through it too fast. So always keep those three things in mind when you're shooting in snowy conditions. Well, let me show you the shot that I'm taking right now, because I'm pretty excited about this one. So this is the shot that I'm taking at the moment. You can see that the road is leading into the road is leading in an S-curve, and then there's just this tree. I've put the sun just behind it. It's coming from behind this branch right now, so I have to adjust the camera just a little bit at the moment. And I'm gonna try to bracket this shot, so I wanna get the maximum dynamic range out of this scene. So I'm gonna have to move the camera just a little bit to get that sun behind to avoid flares. And then I think this is a really nice winter image. So this was the thing I'm looking for, and now I'm hoping to continue a little and get to this forest on this side. And magical morning. If I walk through on that side, I will have the sun coming into the forest, so all this snow will be lit up. It's gonna be amazing. So I'm gonna quickly take this shot and then get my ass into that forest. So I experienced that this road was pretty slippery the hard way, so this is just one big layer of ice, and I just slipped, fell on the ground. I just checked all my gears. Luckily it's still working, but man, I've got some pain on my shoulder here. So luckily the backpack was on my back to keep me from hitting the ground, but not nice at all. So I'm gonna walk on the side of the road here in the snow, and hopefully that will prevent me from from falling down. So wow, I'm actually pretty lucky that didn't break anything here, so really happy with that. So I took a couple of drone shots back here. Just this beautiful area with the sunlight hitting all these trees in the snow is just amazing. And right behind me here, there's another great shot of this beautiful road running into the background and these snow-covered trees around it. And it's an amazing shot. And again, I'm going to bracket it, or maybe a high-res mode shot to make use of this dynamic range. And I'm just keeping the sun behind this tree on the left, so that it won't create any flare into my image. And I think really nice image again. So I'm gonna walk a little bit through this path here and then turn right into the forest that I mentioned earlier, and hopefully I can get some cracker shots in that image. I can see the snow is starting to melt, so these drops are falling down. So I don't think I don't know if I'm gonna be in this winter wonderland for long, but it's a really nice dessert of winter I think I've shot so many images at this moment that I'm going to split this video in 2 parts. So this is the end of the first part. So I hope you liked today's video, and if you want to be sure to see next video or the next part also, then please subscribe to the channel. There's a button underneath this video, and there's also a little notification bell. If you push it and select all, you will get a message when I release my next video. It's always next Sunday, so I hope to see you then. And if you like this video, then please don't forget to push the thumbs up button, and please leave a comment. I always like to be engaging with you people watching this video. So yeah, really happy with the results today. I haven't seen them yet, but I've got a good feeling of them. So hopefully I can continue this trip for quite some time and make some material for the next video. So hope to see you next Sunday, and bye bye.